상상해봐 네 눈앞에 달려들고 있는 별 나같이 불을 태워봐
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Kirena Anggraini, class 63.18.06 with student number 632505.
Hello.
My respected friends, today I would like to share my opinion about smoking in the campus area. As students, we certainly know that campus is not only a place to gain knowledge, but also a place to build character, learn discipline, and respect the surrounding environment. On campus, there are many rules that are made not to limit us, but to protect and maintain our shared comfort. One of them is the rule that prohibits smoking in the campus area. However, unfortunately, we still often see some people breaking that rule. They casually light cigarettes in the campus area as if it has no impact on others. In fact, such behavior not only violates the rules but also show a lack of concern for the environment and our collective health. My fellow friend, we all know that cigarettes contain many harmful substances. The smoke not only damages the smoker's lungs, but it can also harm people around them too. What is called secondhand smoke. Those who do not smoke but still inhale the smoke can actually experience the same or even worse health effect. Imagine even a campus environment that is supposed to be a hot and comfortable place to study. The air is instead polluted by cigarette smoke. Isn't that ironic? A place that should be a source of knowledge become filled with pollution that harms our bodies and mind. In addition, smoking in the campus also set a bad example for other students, especially new students. We know that students are agents of change. If we ourselves cannot respect a simple rule like the smoke ban, how can we be expected to bring greater change to society? My friends, campus is our second home. We should take care of its cleanliness and health. By not smoking in the campus area, we help create an atmosphere that is fresher, more comfortable, and more conducive to learning. We can have discussion, take break, or just relax without being disturbed by unpleasant smoke. We must also remember that the smoke ban is not meant to restrict someone's freedom, but to protect other people's right, the right to breathe clean air and the right to feel safe in a learning environment. So, respecting these rules means respecting one another. I personally strongly support the rule that prohibits smoking in the campus area. I believe that every small step we take to protect the environment will have a big impact in the future. And one of those simple steps is not smoking on campus. Let's start with ourselves. If we are not smokers, don't be afraid to politely remind to break the rule. What if we are smokers? Let's learn to respect the surrounding environment by not smoking in prohibited areas. My friend, health is the most valuable asset in this life. Without health, everything else feels meaningless. So let's take care of ourselves, our friends, and the air we breathe every day. A smoke-free campus is not just a dream. It can become a reality if we are all willing to commit. Lastly, Create a campus environment that is clean, healthy, and comfortable for everyone. Because by doing so, we are not only learning knowledge, but also learning to become people who care, who are responsible, and who respect life. Thank you for your attention, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello future.
Baby, come and get the pretty picture, picture. It's time to show what we got. Picture, picture. Everybody sing it pretty, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Kirina Anggraini, and today I'm so excited to present to you one of the most basic but super important grammar topic in English, simple present tense. So sit back, relax, and let's make grammar fun today. Alright, first question, what is the simple present tense? Is the tense we use to talk about habits, facts, or things that are always true. For example, the sunrise in the east, that's a fact. I brush my teeth every morning, that's a habit. So basically, when something happens regularly or it's always true, we use the simple present tense. Now let's talk about the nominal form. Nominal means there's no action verb, just a to be, which are am, is, and are. The pattern is subject plus to be plus complement. For example, she is a beautiful woman. She is not a beautiful woman. Is she a beautiful woman? Easy, right? Just remember, I uses am, you, we, they uses are, and he, she, it uses is. That's it. Simple. Now, let's move to this verbal form, the kind of sentence that has a verb or an action. The pattern is subject plus verb 1 plus s, is plus object. Example, he plays football. He doesn't play football. Does he play football? Notice something? When we use he, she, it, we add s, or is to the verb. That's the rule for simple present. So plays becomes plays, go becomes goes, study becomes studies. Okay, let's look deeper at the rules for verb in the simple present tense, especially for he, she, and it. Rule number 1. If the verb ends with ss, sh, ch, x, or o at s. Example, wash, washes, go, goes. Rule number 2. If it ends with a consonant plus y, change y to I and add is. Example, study, studies. Rule number 3. If it ends with a vowel plus y, just add s. Example, enjoy, enjoys. And one special rule, the word have becomes has for he, she, and it. Got it? Great! Now for rule number 4. This one is super easy. If the verb doesn't end with ss, ch, x, or y, we just add s to the base verb. For example, sing, sings, cook, cooks, read, reads. So remember, when the subject is he, she, or it, the verb will change according to these rules. Don't worry if you forget sometimes, and the native speaker make grammar mistake too. The key is to practice. The more you speak, the easier it gets. Now let's see the examples. Ronaldo Ronaldo kicked the ball beautifully. Ronaldo doesn't kick the ball beautifully. Does Ronaldo kick the ball beautifully? Another one. They go to Bali every year. They don't go to Bali every year. Do they go to Bali every year? See? Once you know the formula, you can change any sentence easily. And that's all for my presentation today. So let's remember the simple present tense is used for having, fact, and things that are always true. There are two forms, nominal and verbal, and don't forget the rest for he, she, him. Thank you so much for listening. Keep learning, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep speaking English with confidence.
We're on the way.